Good morning, third grade. Today you are going to be creating your own baking composition. This is going to go with the song that we've been working on, Down to the Baker Shop. We've changed the move, hop, 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 jump, 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 dab, 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 slide, slide, slide. And then last music class, we changed the loaf of bread to all of the different delicious baking things you could get. So you're going to get a piece of paper. This is just the seesaw activity that we did in class last time. I know you don't have your iPads today, so this is just the exact same thing, but on paper instead. So you're going to use all of these words that we worked on seesaw last time to create your own song. When I look at the board, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes. That means you need 8 things from your seesaw activity. Can I repeat words? Most good songs have some repeated words, so that would be totally appropriate. So let's do some together. Maybe the first one I want is to be cookie. Where did that come from? Right on the paper. I'm going to put the word and I'm going to put the rhythm. Cookie. Maybe next I want to do muffin. Ta-ta, muffin. Cake, pie. Cake was ta-rest. Pie. Ta-rest. So I've got my first 4. Then I would pick 4 more from this paper. Can I repeat some of the words from up here? Sure. So maybe I want to do cookie again. You don't have to, but I want to. Muffin. And then I think I'm going to change my last 2. I think I'm going to go for loaf of bread. Loaf of bread. Loaf of bread. Loaf of bread. So notice each one of my boxes has a word from the paper. I didn't make them up. I just used the paper, the work that we did last time. And I've got the rhythm on top. So let's read this one that I wrote together. It is cookie, muffin, cake, pie. Cookie, muffin, loaf of bread, loaf of bread. If you can read your rhythm, keeping that beat really steady, because what's the big goal here? Beatful. If you can keep the beat steady, you are ready to add the bonus stuff. Now remember when we did Fuzzy Wuzzy, we created our own introduction and our own coda? We're going to do the same thing, but this time it's not us all working together. You decide, what do you want your introduction, what do you want your coda to be? Now I'm going to choose to add castanets to my song. When I write my introduction and my coda, I can use the castanets, I can use these words, but what I can't do is just copy my song. That's not an introduction and that's not a coda. An introduction should be some kind of special beginning. It can be related to these words. It can use my instrument, but it has to be something special just about these words, not copying the words. So I think I'm going to just make mine. So I'm just going to write down on here, castanets, fast. And I also need some kind of special ending. Same idea. I'm not copying the words. I'm doing something related to my story to give it an ending that's related to the words or related to my instrument. So maybe my coda will be yummy. Because, I mean, honestly, this stuff's really yummy. So I'm just going to write that down so I remember what to do. Last thing, composer. Who is that? That's the person that wrote the song. So in this one, that's me. On yours, that will be you and or your partner if you're working in a group of 2. And the title, I think I'm going to call mine Yummy Bakery I feel like that's a good summary of all my stuff. So here is my final composition of Yummy Bakery. Cookie, muffin, cake, pie. Cookie, muffin, loaf of bread, loaf of bread. Yummy! Yours will be obviously different words, different introduction, different coda, different title, different composer. How many people can be in a group? 2. If you want to work by yourself, 1, totally fine. What instruments can you add to your song? Castanets, rhythm sticks, hand drums, jingle bells, shaker eggs. Those are your choices. Do not ask if you can have other ones. Those are the ones you get. Do you and your partner have to use the same instrument? Do you have to add an instrument? Can you add an instrument? So the plan today is for you to write down your ideas, get your words, practice the rhythm, decide on what your introduction and coda will be. When I see you again next week, we will practice just for a few minutes, and then we're going to make a video and record your composition that we can share out with the rest of 3rd grade. Work hard.